Dear God, I am writing you like Miss Seeley did in The Color Purple. Because I know, God, I know that you are in the business of miracles, God, and I need one. I need one now, God. I know that you are the only one who will answer my call, Father. I know that you will not close the door to me or turn up the TV so that you won't have to hear my screams. You see, dear God, I am planning my escape. Yes, I am. Because I have decided that, well, God, I got to live. I got to live now, not so much for myself, but for my daughter. I got to live for her so that she will think of herself as someone who can make it, God. God, you know that I have not been out of my house for 367 days, God. I don't know what the sun feels like anymore, God, or the smell of fresh air. But I do know the heat of when he burned my face with his cigar, and I could smell my own flesh burning. Dear God, one day after school, when my daughter, she left to go, he tied me up with duct tape and he cut his name into my chest so that I would remember that I belong to him and not you, God. But I realized, God, see, now that ain't no way to live. That ain't no way for nobody to live, God. But I'm going to tell you, God, that he had kicked me. He had kicked me in my stomach so much that now it hurt for me to be. But like I told you, God, the gift that you gave me, my daughter, she'll be 9 years old soon. And she have been saving her lunch money. She's been saving her lunch money so that one day she and I, we can go away, far away from here. You see, God, he don't allow us to watch the TV, which in an odd way have been a blessing. Because you see, my daughter, she's real smart. She's real smart, God, and she reads so good. But sometimes together we can listen to the radio. We listen to the radio and we hear them ladies talking. You know, they talk all that pretty talk. You know, like they trying to reach out to us women who is in our own personal hell. Them ladies on the radio, they don't know, but they saving my life, God. Because you see, God, I have decided today, God, I ain't sitting here no longer waiting for him to kill me and maybe start hurting my daughter too. Bless my child, God. You got to bless my child. She told me this morning that she have saved $25. $25, God. And that is enough money to leave out of here. See, he don't be listening to the radio. He don't know that I got somebody encouraging me, God. He don't know that I got someplace to go, God. So, God, I'm asking you today that you answer my prayer, God. And I'm asking you, God, for some traveling mercies. Because today, God, me and my daughter, we're getting the hell out of here. Thank you in advance. Signed, Survivor. Dear lady, I used to think that angel you were always talking about on the radio was just something in your imagination. I thought it was like a story give some of us hope. You know, the hope that we needed to keep ourselves moving forward. But lady, that angel you're always talking about, that angel is real. And he came to my door. Okay, I'm going to tell you. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning, and my boyfriend had started to kick my ass for the 3rd time in the night. Now, usually, I try to hold in the pain. I usually try not to scream out, you know, so that I don't embarrass myself, because I know my neighbors, they can hear what's going on, you know, and I don't want to be embarrassed like that. But I also try to hold it in because I don't want to frighten my baby. Now, my baby is a baby, as in little, you know, but I know as young as he is, it's got to hurt him when he hears his mother scream out like that. I know it's got to hurt him. So I try to hold it all in. But I got to tell you, that night, when he started to kick my ass that 3rd time, I had to let it out. I just couldn't keep it inside anymore. It was like my mind keeping quiet, my mind keeping silent. I was helping him kill me. And I just couldn't let him do that anymore. So I started to scream. I started to yell as if my life depended upon it. I was screaming, and then my baby started screaming, and then my boyfriend, he started to yell. And it was just, oh my God, it was just all of this madness all at the same time. And then my boyfriend, he left the room. And it was just like, quiet. And I went over and I reached him, pick up my baby, and I was holding my baby so tight. And I was rocking my baby. I was rocking my baby, trying to calm my baby down, trying to calm myself down. Then my boyfriend come back in the room again with a gun. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know my boyfriend had a gun. Anyway, he comes in there with the gun. I start screaming again. The baby starts screaming again. My boyfriend is now yelling at the 2 of us and butting the 2 of us in our heads with the gun. And I swear to God, I said, stop, you're going to retard the baby. He wouldn't stop. He just kept on yelling and hitting us and hitting us and hitting us with the butt of that gun. And it was like I started praying. I started to pray to God. I was like, God, if you ever answer prayers, maybe you can answer my prayer now. And just like that, I don't know if you believe in miracles or nothing, there was a knocking at my door. In fact, it was a banging at my front door. And my boyfriend, he stopped. Someone's banging on the front door. It was like, oh my God, did somebody hear me? Did somebody hear me screaming this time? Ooh, did God answer my prayer? So my boyfriend now, he stopped hitting us with the gun, and he goes and he answers the door. And I'm looking there at the door, and it's like an ordinary man. I mean, I've never seen this man before, but it wasn't no big man, you know, just an ordinary man at the door. And he comes in. And he looks at my boyfriend, and he looks at me, and he says that he is my godfather. I don't know this man. I have never seen this man before in my life. But I'm happy to see him because I know that man must be an angel, right? So he's not afraid either. He's not afraid looking at my boyfriend. When my boyfriend even showed him he got the gun, this man wasn't afraid. He just looked right at me. He said, get your things because we have got to go. Now, I heard him. Yes, I did. I heard him. I jumped up from that couch. I grabbed my baby. I got my coat. I stuffed some Pampers in the bag for the baby, and I went straight to the refrigerator and pulled that wad of cash my boyfriend had. Yes, I did. Put it in my bag, and I came right back out, and we went out that door. Left my boyfriend behind. Was outside, got in the car. Lady, we must have drove for maybe 3 hours or so. That man didn't ask me He didn't ask me my name, my baby's name, my boyfriend's name. He didn't ask me nothing. But he drove me to one of those transitional homes, you know, one of those places where ladies like me, you know, we can get a new start. Lady, that was 6 years ago. And I think about that man every day, lady, because he did for me what my own daddy wouldn't do for me. He came to my rescue, me and my baby. And I think about him because my son is 5 years old now, and he is so smart, lady. And me, I got a job. I'm working in the school that my son attends, and we are happy. We are doing good. Lady, if you see that angel again, I want you to tell him that I say thank you. Tell him I say thank you for helping me. Because me and my child, we're living life, and we are doing good.